What's going on, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So look, y'all, the question now is in the air. Have black folks turned their back on Devin Haney? Right? After the Devin Haney's loss against Ryan Garcia, I see a lot of people saying Devin wasn't really that good. Devin wasn't shit. Devin was a hype machine. He was nothing but hype. Devin was never elite. He was never going to be elite. He was never this. He was never that. I'm talking about black people saying that. He was never in Tank's league. He was never in all of these other young fighters' league. He was just always matched properly. He wasn't this and he wasn't that. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Right? So this is what's happening, right? I'm seeing the effect of the Terence Crawford, Errol Spence fight, the Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fight play out in real time. What do I mean by that? There are a lot of people who are afraid of backlash when they pick a guy who loses, right? They don't want to be talked about. They don't want to be ridiculed. They don't want to be raked through the coals for their decision. So when their guy loses, a guy that they thought was going to win, they trash him. They say it wasn't shit. They resort to hyperbole. Oh, Devin was over. He was always a hype job. He was never that good and all that type of stuff. Bro, knock it off. He had a bad night. He couldn't stay out of the way of some punches from a hard-hitting puncher, right? He couldn't, he didn't land, well, his power punches were not able to affect his opponent. But to act like he won shit is ridiculous, dog. The man did something, and again, I'm a fan of Tank Davis, big fan of Tank Davis. He did something Tank wouldn't even do. He went in there with Lomachenko. Went in there with Lomachenko and got the decision. Now, it's a lot of y'all gonna say, Loma got robbed, he got robbed. Bro, y'all don't know what the fuck a robbery is, dog. The fight was so razor thin close. You couldn't call it a robbery. A lot of people look at that 10th and 11th round where Lomachenko was teeing off on Devin and say, oh, that's easily he got outclassed. No, look at the other rounds, bro. Look at even round 12. Devin won that round. Look at the other rounds, the great body work Devin was doing. He was landing some thudding shots to Loma where Loma really couldn't get into a rhythm to the second half of the fight for real. You know what I mean? And on second watch, I feel like Devin Haney really won on the second watch. And I told y'all that, right? So Devin got in there and did something Tank was not do. It's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't allow Tank to do. Floyd wouldn't put Lomachenko, he wouldn't put Tank in the ring with Loma. And that was for a reason. I don't care. Floyd, he might do a lot of bullshit. He might be a hater and shit. He might do some coon shit. But that motherfucker know boxing. And he knew it was something that in Tank he didn't see that would beat Lomachenko. He didn't put him in there with Loma because he knew, I don't think he's ready for that. Devin went in there and got the job done. He went in there and he went after he was undisputed. He didn't go do it to get undisputed. After he was undisputed, he didn't dodge the smoke. He went and said, okay, I'm going to go take the smoke to Loma. That's something a dog does, right? Because first he took a low ball offer, right? He went over to the opponent's territory, George Kambosos, did it twice, back to back, smoked him out, then say, okay, I'm going to go take my undisputed titles after I already just took less money and went and go fought in the opposition's territory twice in a row. I'm going to take the undisputed titles to Lomachenko. Got the victory, then went up in weight and fought a champion immediately, Regis Prograis. Went and fought Regis immediately and smoked Regis out easily, right? And that boy got skill. He got skill. Yes, he needs to brush up on his defensive skills for sure. Yes, he probably needs to tighten up some other things, offensively change up his style a little bit that will make him more of an effective guy. Now, punchers are born. They aren't made. But there are some things that he can do. Like I watched what the Kronk Gym did to Tyson Fury and changed his whole style up. He can go over there, you know? But to act like he ain't shit after all this stuff, he's more accomplished than a lot of the big names in boxing. He is. And as quiet as kept, he's more accomplished than Tank. Do I think Tank is a better fighter than him? Yes, I do. But he's more accomplished than Tank. He did shit Tank would not do. You know? But you got a lot of black folks They are scared of being wrong. And this is what a lot of folks in boxing. They don't want to be the guy who picks the guy that loses. They're afraid of picking that guy because they're afraid of the backlash. Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I pick who I feel like is going to win. I picked Devin Haney. Devin lost. I'm not saying Devin trash. There are things that Devin needs to work on. And I talked about it in my post-fight analysis for sure. Right? I definitely spoke about it. But I ain't calling them trash and overhyped and weak now. Because a lot of y'all black folks doing it because y'all scared of that smoke. You don't want your friend them to talk about you on Twitter, on Facebook. You don't want them to call you out on Instagram. I don't care, bro. When I picked Deontay Wilder, people was coming at me and I was saying, bro, get out of here. Because you was the main one cheerleading for Deontay right with me. And then when he lost, now you trying to jump ship. That's that weak shit. That's that bullshit. Now Deontay would never shit. Now you can say, again, you can say a fighter needs to improve on certain things. That's cool. You can say he needs to get better. A lot of y'all resorting to Devin Haney was never that good. He was always a hype job. He was never that. Bro, get up out of here, bro. Get up out of here. And I got a respect for Devin because Devin, even when he was getting dropped, he got up and kept fighting. Kept coming forward, kept fighting. Right? He always been professional, never missing weight. Always making weight all the time. All the time. And a lot of your favorites be missing weight or have missed weight for sure. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's so crazy because guess if Devin Haney and Tank Davis fight one day, and let's just say Devin brushes up on his defensive abilities, brushes up on his offensive skills, and he pulls out a decision against Tank Davis. If Devin Haney fights Tank Davis one day and he gets the decision over Tank, guess what gonna happen? A lot of y'all that was saying Devin Haney wasn't shit, now y'all gonna say, oh man, I knew Devin was always the one. I knew Devin, he always had it in him. Devin was always the one daring to be great. He always was the one trying to go do the great things and accomplish certain things. He always the one that was dedicated and always in the gym. He always was the one who was always trying to stick to the game plan and always he was always the one that I knew had the capabilities to beat Tank. He was always the one who I felt like was the most determined, the one who was most focused, the one who had the most resiliency. You remember how he kept getting up against Ryan Garcia? You remember that? Y'all gonna do that same shit. And then you gonna say Tank wasn't shitting if he loses. Now, I don't see Tank losing that fight, but let's just say he pulls off an Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson situation. Let's just say Devin Haney pulls off an Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson situation. I'm not talking about he hurting Tank and all that, right? I'm just saying, let's just say he wins the fight and shocks everybody. Then people gonna come back. You gonna after saying Devin Haney wasn't shit, now he gonna be, oh, Devin Haney the shit. Devin Haney a bad motherfucker. That's what happened, y'all. And see, my folks, black folks, we be doing some weak ass shit like that. Now all y'all Ryan Garcia biggest supporters and Devin wasn't shit, but when Tank stopped Ryan wasn't shit. You know what I mean? It just killed me, man. It kills me. And, you know, because I see other groups of people. You know, Manny Pacquiao take a L, they don't say Manny wasn't shit. Mexican fighters, when other Mexican fighters lose and they lost to Floyd, they didn't say they wasn't shit. They didn't say Marquez wasn't shit. You know what I mean? They never hollered out Canelo wasn't shit after he got smoked. Like a goddamn, got smoked like a turkey on Thanksgiving against Floyd Mayweather Jr. They didn't switch up on him. You hear me? They didn't do none of that, man. They didn't switch up. Cotto lost to Floyd Mayweather. They didn't say Cotto wasn't nothing. Cotto lost to, what's the name? They didn't say he wasn't shit when he lost. Puerto Ricans didn't do that to him. You know, but when our fighters lose, we resort to saying, oh, they ain't shit now because we scared of getting backlash. I don't give a fuck about no backlash, dog. From my people or any community. I'ma still talk my talk and say, yeah, I picked him because I thought he was gonna win. I was wrong. But you ain't gonna sit here and say Devin wasn't shit. A lot of y'all, again, resort to hyperbole. He was never that good. Bro, what? The boy was undisputed. And then went to go fight Lomachenko in a close-ass fight. If he wasn't that good, Lomachenko would have beat his ass from pillar to post. Lomachenko had great moments where he landed he was teeing off on Devin at times. But through the other rounds of the fight, Devin was winning them rounds. If Devin wasn't shit, Lomachenko would have smoked Devin every round, almost every round. It would have been a 9-3 fight, 10-2 fight. And it was not that. If Devin Haney wasn't shit, he would have lost the Regis program. And don't get on here talking about Regis wasn't shit either, because y'all was jacking Regis at first. Jacking Regis. A lot of y'all was. A lot of y'all felt like Regis would hurt Tank. You know what I mean? Y'all, some of y'all felt like Regis and Devin it was too soon for Devin to be taking that type of step up match. You know? But a lot of y'all are scared of backlash. Y'all scared to be wrong. Y'all don't want nobody to talk about y'all. Please don't talk about me if I pick him. Please, please, please. I don't want you guys to talk about me. I picked Errol Spence. Bro, I picked Errol. And I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I admit it, man. Listen, him and Terence Crawford are in two different categories. I see it now. But I ain't gonna say Errol wasn't shit and he was never good and he was always overhyped. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Yeah, and that loaded ass welterweight division, you don't get 3 belts in that division by being trash and overhyped. I don't care who say that shit. Motherfucker be saying Errol was overhyped because he fight with PBC. And you know a lot of racist motherfuckers do not like the PBC. Is what Terence Crawford super fans don't like the PBC because Al is not making fights with Terence if he not over there with PBC. Right? And it's other people, other non-black folks don't like PBC fighters because Al, a black man, is over there running the show. And then because it's a lot of black fighters on the PBC stable. There's a lot of motherfuckers who have a lot of anti-black racism in them. So their way of saying I don't fuck with black fighters is saying I don't like the PBC. And don't get on here talking about the PBC don't make the best fights happen, because in 2023, PBC gave y'all the best fights all on pay-per-view. Right? Gave y'all a lot of great matchups. All in 2023. All in 2023. And then a lot of other fights don't happen over there with Matchroom and Top Rank. They don't be making great fights happen either. It's a reason why goddamn Bob Arum never put Manny Pacquiao in there with Terence Bud Crawford. You know? But a lot of y'all black folks got to stop jumping ship, man. That shit weak. Peace.